That's right, people. You can see some beautiful Uma Musume gameplay in the background of my videos now, because since it officially ended up releasing globally on Steam, I can record the game without my PC literally trying to ignite. Even though with this new one, I should probably be able to record the Japanese version of the game, but I don't think I will. I'm just going to constantly keep on teasing you guys about my Japanese account until the ending of time. But either way, today I'm going to be talking about a problem that I have been screaming about for so long on this channel, and that has to be with censorship. A thing that constantly keeps on getting worse. So I'm pretty sure a few people didn't know, not so long ago Steam ended up updating their terms of services, saying that they are going to remove stuff from Steam that payment processors don't want. Now this is something that a lot of people got mad at, mainly because this just makes no sense. Why should Steam have to go and listen to payment processors? They basically can decide what game can go on Steam, and Steam basically has to listen because, well, they have to make money, and if you want to make money, you're going to need to listen to the payment processor. So if they come up to Steam and say, hey, I don't like this, go away, there's really nothing that Steam could do about it. I mean, let me not say that. There is things that Steam could do about this, but I think, as we all know, most American companies, just American anything in general, whether that has to be politicians, billion-dollar companies, and citizens, just have no backbone, so they're just not going to do anything about it. They're just going to bend over backwards and be like, well, nothing I could do about this situation. Looks like I'm just going to need to go and take it and let these companies just play with them, do whatever they want. When this change ended up first happening, a lot of games ended up getting banned on Steam, but this was something that not really a lot of people cared about, because the games that ended up getting banned on Steam were just absolutely horrible, poopy games. We're talking about games that had like rape fantasies. Some of them were just straight up pedophilia, and I'm pretty sure that I would like to say that everyone would be happy that these games are getting taken down, but I think we all know that's not true. Oh my lord. But let me just not think about that. Let me try to keep this video as positive as possible. Tons of people ended up seeing this as a win, as a W. But I think, as I have shown time and time again when it comes to these censorship things, this is how they always get people. They start by going after like the lowest hanging fruits or things that people don't care about. And since most people don't have the capability to think, use their brain, they automatically see this as a W and think that, oh, this easily has to be a win, even though it's not. This is very bad, and this is something that should not be happening. And this ended up getting even more worse, because not so long ago we ended up getting the news that itch.io ended up removing all of their not safe to work content because of basically the same reason. Payment processors ended up coming up to them saying that we don't want you selling these games, so they had to get rid of all these games. And the reason why this is happening is because of two companies, one named Collective Shout and another one named something that I'm forgetting the name of, who apparently they're just dialing these payment processors over and over again, telling them that, hey, you need to go remove these games because they're very problematic. Now, I don't really want to get into these companies that much, mainly because in the grand scheme of things, these companies don't really matter in this situation. I just want to talk about this whole idea in general and just how dangerous this is set as a precedent. If we live in a world where this is something that you can do, you can just complain enough and scream enough and cry enough to these payment processors, and you can basically get anything taken down. This is something that's very bad, because this will be exploited in the future. One example that tons of people already bring up, and a thing that has already happened with a lot of these games being taken down, is that you can easily use this to attack marginalized groups like LGBTQ content. I mean, it's basically normalized in a lot of places in the world where tons of people think that, oh my god, if you show this a single gay person on screen, it's very problematic. A group can easily just blow up one of these companies pushing that point, and since apparently these payment processors just have no backbone, they'll just automatically 100% agree with them, and then boom, a bunch of games that has like LGBTQ content can automatically just get blasted off the internet. This is something that could be easily exploited so badly, and I feel like it is. Censorship is a problem that's constantly going to keep on rising, because a lot of people are actually not anti-censorship. Tons of people are actually pro-censorship. One example that I've been using since the end of time is something that I have been made fun of, talking about these people, not anymore, that I am right, has always been like the pro-freedom of speech right-wing people are a prime example of this mindset that tons of people have with censorship, where oh, they always talk about I'm anti-censorship. You know, I want freedom. I want this. Until you make fun of something that I like, and then you're woke and DEI and multiple buzzwords, and then you need to be shut down and deleted off the internet. And then they try to harass you and send advocates to like get the thing that you have taken down. That's like the mindset that so much people have when it comes to these things, which is why censorship constantly, continuously keep on getting worse over and over again. And this whole notion of like protect the children or any of these dumb things or freedom of speech or any of these things are just excuses that people use just to like take stuff down that they don't like. And I don't know, man, this is just something that I'm just very, very sick of seeing. I know this problem is not going to get better. Yeah, they are some people talking about it and screaming about this, but since most people do have this pro-censorship mindset, I don't see anytime soon this is stopping. And I really hope Valve or just payment processors in general actually just do something. Like actually. Because people aren't going to do anything about it. They really aren't. I know that for a 100% fact. And I know putting your fate in billion-dollar companies is literally the dumbest things of all time. But this is crazy. I have no idea how you fix this situation. Like, I don't know if there's like a way where game developers can host games on their own independent websites and have a way where you can just like give money directly to them without payment processors. I don't know. This is something that I'm not in the field of. But knowing how people are and how these companies are, I only see this as the beginning of a thing that's going to consistently get worse. I just think it's crazy that censorship is making a comeback, which is not really that surprising seeing the rise of the ideologies that are coming on the internet. So of course censorship is going to be making a crazy comeback, but that's insane. We straight up learned nothing from net neutrality. You know, I'm so grateful something like that ended up happening back then, because if it happened now, everyone and their mom will be 100% fine with it. But yeah, that's crazy. This is a poopy situation, and I just wanted to go and scream about it. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.